Hello guys, now from this angle. So today's random Japanese lesson will be about how to use death and math. I know a lot of people, especially who are learning Japanese as beginners, tend to use death and math a lot, really a lot. Literally, like in every sentence. But to me, or to native Japanese speaker, it sounds really weird. So, as you don't in English, if it's English, if your language is English, as you don't speak always politely in English, we don't always talk politely. So, it is not always that we use death and math in the end of sentences. So let me just explain how we use death, or where we use death and math, the situations where we use death and math. That basically, or said most simply, death or math is only terms that makes sentences formal or polite. So, to give you a simple idea. Okay. When you're asked, what color do you like? And when you say green. In Japanese, you can basically answer just saying green, which is midori. Midori, which is green. So yeah, when you ask what color do you like, and if you like green, you can say midori. But just answering just midori is rude if you're talking to people who you should be polite to. So those, in such a situation, you can use death. So putting death after midori. I think that's a good example of how death can make a sentence polite or formal. Midori desu. Or another example is you are asked how old you are. How old are you? And you say 19, or however, 25. And you don't simply say, oh, this is complicated kanji for old. I'm not sure, maybe this is wrong, but yeah. 25歳. Or simpler form is this one. 25歳. You don't say to a person who is, say, 50 years old, 25歳. 君何歳なんじゃなんて he wouldn't say 何歳なんじゃ but yeah, how old are you? 25歳です. Yeah, although I'm Japanese, I don't really know grammatical difference between math and death. I know how to use them. I know what situation I use differently. But I think death comes with adjective and math with verbs. Like when you say I do in English, in Japanese, yaru, or does not necessarily be I, but he, she, they, you, yaru, do, to do, doing, do, yaru. Yaru becomes, with masu, yarimasu, yarimasu. we never say yaru desu, yari desu. It has to be mas. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is not my business. I don't know about grammar thing. Anyway, so I know it is. I know with how can I say? I know learning Japanese with saying sentences with death and mas, I think is the most common way that Japanese is taught to foreign people, non-native Japanese people, I mean. So I think you can't really help, or it can't really be helped. But if you can, if it's possible, avoid using death and mas too much, because it sounds not natural. Just like you don't speak really politely with your friends, we don't speak des mas form in des mas form with people who we are friendly to, close to. Yeah. So if you wanna say I like apples, don't say, yeah, of course you can, but if you wanna sound more not like beginner, ringo ga, yeah, with kanji, maybe I guess you know this kanji, so I'm using this. Don't say リンゴが好きです but just a statement that I like apples is simply without anything like this or mas 好き. This is a simple statement. リンゴが好き. Or actually you can even exclude が. So リンゴ好き. I think for this sentence, for this statement that I like apples, I think this is the simplest way to say that you like apples. リンゴ好き. This also can be used when you want to ask somebody if he or she likes apples. リンゴ好き? Like if simply or put straight, translated straight in English to English. Like apples? Yeah, that's like, ski is like, and ringo is apples. So, asking ringo ski in Japanese would be like, if translated literally, like apples. But I know usually you wouldn't say like apples, meaning do you like apples? Yeah, that's a good example of how Japanese and English work differently. Okay, that's all. That's all. I hope you got my point. Again, des and mas are simply terms that make sentences more polite, or make sentences so that they don't sound rude. So instead of saying just green or midori in Japanese, when you're asked what color do you like, if you want to sound polite, say midori desu when you're asked what color do you like. Yeah, so my lesson is done, and another thing I was wondering, so I hear sometimes that even though in Japanese it's written desu and masu, I hear a lot of people say, especially English, not Japanese speaking people saying This is not really desu. Yeah, desu, like desu. But it's more like des, like des. To some extent, I agree. But as Japanese, I never know if when I say des or mas, I don't know if it's des or desu. So, yeah, tell me. I will say some sentence. Well, pen desu. Was it DS or DESU? What I think is it's not either DES or DESU, but it's more like just breathing. How do you say? Just des. Yeah, it's not des. Des. Su is, I think, des. No, des. It's not des, but yeah, des. Yeah, des. Just letting air go out. Des. Mas. Yeah, so Japanese is not a language of, how do you say, sound like English. English as well as most other Western languages. Yeah, it's languages of sound, phonetic. So, in a way, we don't care if it's des or desu. We are told it's desu, but most of the time we say des. これ iPad です。これが新しい iPad です。では早速見てみましょう。これが噂の、マグネット、なんだっけ。なんとかカバーです。どうでしょう。あ、そうですね。これが iPhone 4です。新しい。僕は浩平です。それで、これが、X-Men ファーストクラスの、ブルーレイです。今、このビデオ撮ってるのは Mac です。これはビデオカメラです。あれはカナダの国旗です。あれはマリリン・モノーです。あれは俺がハワイで撃ったターゲットです。あれはビートルズです。Yeah. What do you hear? Desu? Definitely not, I think, but des. No, not des. Death. Not death like death in English. Death. Whichever, I don't care. Death is death. Math is math. I hate math. I always did bad in mathematics class. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sorry, I always tend to make videos long, very, very long. ごめんなさい. I'm sorry, death. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if possible, please keep in mind that saying death and math always is not cool. If you wanna be a good speaker in English, in Japanese. That's it. Yes, bye. Thanks for watching.